We have a great spring vegetable recipe for you today, and we are at Standard TV and Appliance in our favorite KitchenAid kitchen with Chef David Musil from First Course Catering.
That's right.
So Chef David, we have to talk about this. Is rhubarb a vegetable or a fruit?
Well, you already said it was a vegetable, and today it can be either one because we're making a chutney, and they're normally made with a vegetable or a fruit. But I think botanically, I think that actually it is considered a vegetable.
All right. Well, that's a good piece of trivia. Yeah. So how do we start this? What are we going to do?
Well, first off, a little bit about rhubarb. I mean, most people, they're kind of used to just pairing it with strawberries, maybe putting it in a pie. And there's a lot of other things you can do. But you do need to add sugar because it's pretty tart. You need to flavor it up. The chutney we're going to make, basically, chutneys, like I said, it's either a fruit or a vegetable, and then it's tangy, and it's sweet, and it's spicy. So that's what we're going to make. We'll make a chutney, and it's going to go with some pork today.
Ah, nice.
So one of the first things about rhubarb is knowing that you don't eat the leaf.
Oh, right. And why is that? I mean, I don't see any leaves here. So
it's they take them off before they come to the market. And they have oxalic acid. I think you have to eat a fair amount to get sick, but it will make you sick.
Right, right.
And then we treat this, similar to like celery, because it's kind of got stringy things.
Yeah.
So you just want to take them off. And if they don't come off, it's okay, because you can tell, like that one,
right, that's
it's pretty
easy.
stringy.
Sure, right.
So anyway, so we just take that off, and then we're going to cut this up a little bit and make it into some cubes. So maybe you can tell me and educate me, because I know that rhubarb is fairly easy to grow, isn't it?
It is, and I think a lot of us remember it from our grandparents' house or our mom's house. It just kind of grows in a patch, and this is a great time to go harvest it. And it's usually in a sunny patch. It does like a really good, rich, well-drained soil, so you want to add some nice compost to it and top dress it with compost. And you want to just harvest the stems on it and just put the leaves in the compost pile.
And I understand it's fairly abundant, so one of the things about this is I do know that you can actually freeze rhubarb. It freezes really well. You don't have to blanch it or do anything else. One other thing I've noticed, most people think that you really can't eat this in the raw form, which you can. And I think you might have done this before, but I think that a lot of people like it with salt. Would you like to see if that is good?
Maybe that's a little better there. That helps a lot.
Does it help? All right. So what we've already done to start the chutney, we put some onions in with a little bit of olive oil, and we just sweat them down a little bit.
And sweating, I don't know that term. What does that mean?
So basically just heating it gently, and we're just looking to make it translucent and soft, and it sweetens it up a little bit.
All right.
So to this, we're going to start adding some ingredients. I'll throw them in, and you can start stirring if you want.
All right.
So we have two different sugars, brown sugar and white sugar.
All right.
I like a little brown sugar. It adds, a little bit of that molasses flavor. Then I like apple cider. Then for the spice, we have a cinnamon stick, we have a little Aleppo pepper, and a pinch of clove. I found that the clove is good, but it can be really overpowering. Then we have some fresh grated ginger, and we also have a little bit of lemon peel.
All right.
So just...
that's really nice.
Yeah, so we're just going to have you stir that until we get it nice and dissolved there.
And I was also looking up about rhubarb that it's really good for you. I mean, it's not just something really tasty to have. It actually is high in vitamin C and good calcium for us.
Oh, that's good. When I was a kid, I didn't really like it, but I loved pie crust, so I was willing to eat it. But now I like it. I mean, I think it adds a lot of great flavor. And one of the things that I make also is I make a cocktail, and you make a compote that you use water, sugar, and the rhubarb, and then you strain that, and you get almost like a rhubarb juice, and you can put that into, whatever you like a martini or a margarita. It's pretty good.
Oh,
sorry I didn't make one today.
Well, yeah, really, but what a nice summer drink that would be.
Oh yeah, it is. It's really refreshing. So that looks pretty dissolved.
Right.
So now we're going to go ahead and add the rhubarb.
Okay.
Whoops.
Oops, sorry.
Run away.
And so do you think that's about 2 cups?
This is actually about 3 cups.
Okay.
And it's surprising how much it actually reduces down, and it's not going to even make 3 cups. It's going to make 2 to 2.5. And then we have some currants and some golden raisins.
Oh, wow, this is really a nice bunch of ingredients there.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to let this cook down a little bit. We want the rhubarb to get soft. It doesn't need to break down and become really small pieces. In fact, some integrity is still good, but we do want it to soften up. So it's about 5 to 10 minutes.
All right. Well, we're going to cook this up, and we'll be right back. So, Chef David, it's about almost 10 minutes, and what do you think?
Yeah, it looks great. You can see they're starting to fall apart just a little bit, but not completely. And if you put a knife in it, you'll see that it's just soft.
Yeah,
so I would say that that's fine.
All right.
So what we do is we go ahead and we turn that off and we let it cool. Normally you want to serve this at room temperature, and do take out the cinnamon sticks because they're kind of crunchy if you don't.
All right.
Give it a taste once it's cooled a little bit and see if you want to add more sugar or if it needs a little bit more cider vinegar.
Okay. Now the taste.
So yeah. So we've got some over here that's ready.
Okay.
So this is a pork loin.
All
It goes
right.
really good with meat, especially meat that has some flavor. I wouldn't do something like chicken wouldn't hold up well to it.
Really good.
Like that. And you know, one thing that's great about this is that it's really easy to make. And if you're going to somebody's house and you want to bring a hostess gift, I mean, this was really simple to make. It looks really nice and it's pretty tasty.
It is. Well, you know, here's another recipe for rhubarb. If you want to go to gardentime.tv to find that recipe and get the contact information for Chef David. Well, thank you so much for all of this, and we want to thank Standard TV Appliance, too, for their wonderful kitchen.
Thank you for letting me be here. Thanks.